Make sure your email address is correct. How many of you, where it says primary email address, shows RealTrax? Anybody else? Don't be shy.
I can't get in here. We're just spinning. Yeah.
Okay. Well, right here where it says primary email address, y'all, if y'all are sending big files or lots of properties to clients, if it's coming from your RealTrax address, it could possibly get blocked. Or if you are sending it to somebody's work address from your RealTrax, it could get blocked. So I highly recommend you using another email address.
eXp Realty or our?
That's fine. That's fine.
When I put my mobile in,
Gmail though,
Do you have it forwarded to your Gmail? Your EXP?
so, no, that eXp is Gmail.
I know, but do you have it forwarded to another Gmail account? Okay, I mean, that's fine. Yes, Val?
here, I put my, go down. Is that your number?
Where are you talking
The
about?
license number
eXp's number.
for the agent, not yet.
Yeah, the agent.
Okay.
So make sure all of your contact information is correct. Make sure where it says NARD's Nerd ID, you need to make sure your NERD's ID number is listed there. Probably 90% of you do not have your NERD's number in there.
Do you want your license number in there too?
Yes.
Why did, it says optional. I didn't know.
Then you want to make sure your email signature is correct. What does your email signature require? I'm sorry?
Wait, what was the question?
Okay, everything you do in the state of Tennessee, this is not an eXp thing, it is a Tennessee Real Estate Commission thing. Anything and everything you do has to have David Carroll, eXp Realty, 615-522-5306, or his 800 number with his extension. If you do not have that office phone number on there, you can be fined.
What's the difference in the two numbers?
They're both routed to the same. The 522 and the, well, the 522 is the main office number, the 800 is our Ring Central, but they're both registered with the state.
But what do you?
They can't get a hold of you through the 522 number.
On the office, or company name, and then it has the address. Do you put your home address or do you put the West End?
West End. And everything, listen guys, Raven just had a question about the address. Our address that we have to promote or put on anything is the 3200 West End Avenue. Do not put your home address. I mean, you don't want people coming to your house. But we are not required to put our office address on business cards, on anything. So you do not have to put your office address or your license number right now. There's talk that they may have to put license number some point, but that has not been passed or whatever, so don't worry about doing that right now. So you do not have to put the West End Avenue address on business cards or anything like that. Darren, do you have a question? Okay, I'm sorry. So any questions? Yes.
I'm just curious what the percentage of people in here have the 522 number listed in this RealTrax profile or on anything versus their 800.
I think the majority of the people right now have the 522 because we've just got it approved that we can use our 800 number. So Blake has a good point. Blake, will you tell him?
So the 522 number rings to the Regis office on West End, but they will not transfer a call from there to you. If they call that number, they're going to get both, or they're going to get a lead. They're not going to get you. They cannot transfer. So if you want to get your calls transferred to you, put your 800 number with your extension on your email signature.
Everybody
Now,
take
you
out your
can't do
business
anything
card.
about on the top of the RealTrax there where it says the office number is 522. You can't change that one. But the one at the bottom for your email signature, you can change your 800 number with your extension. Absolutely. You put it on your sign, and they're going to be able to get a hold of you. If they call the other number, they
Everybody pull out their business cards that you had made from House of Magnets If you've got the back side done, a lot of you have the back, the two-sided. How many of you have that 800 number on the back of that card?
I do, but I left off my extension.
How many of you have your 3-digit extension with that 800 number?
Is it 888 or 800?
888.
519, 5113.
No, I don't have the extension, but I have the 888.
Okay.
519.
So you see what that number is. So if they call that number, there is a directory that somebody can punch in, to get to you. But you want to make it easier to put your 3-digit extension on there. So again, go back, find your Ring Central email, and it's going to have your extension on there that you need to get set up.
If you have the app, it's in your app too. Extension.
When you talk, you do that, I'll just show them the app when I get you to come up here in a minute. Does anybody have any questions yet? Yes, sir.
Did you say that you can have either or of those numbers?
You can have either or. They both have been approved. Our broker, Aaliyah Armstrong, has had them approved with the state.
That's my phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe I need somebody to help me. It says that this, I need somebody to help me. It's okay, it's
Are you
personal.
sure?
Yeah, because it says my NERD's number belongs to someone else because of my, it's because the name's different or something.
Okay.
I've got to call real quick.
Okay. Teresa, do you have a question? I can't hear you.
On the sign,
Correct. Okay.
I thought it was already, but I went on there.
Okay. Either or office number can be on the sign. All signs, all flyers, all advertisements has to be approved by 10 admin. So if you are ordering signs, please send that to us to 10 admin. And if you need a faster response, send it to me and then I will send it and make sure you get your approval. Because unfortunately, we had an agent that thought her sign person knew what they were doing, printed her signs, and there's no office phone number on the signs. And guess what happened? Somebody saw this sign on social media. Y'all, we are being watched. It was on social media, and she got fined $500. So it is urgent that you get everything approved.
On House of Magnets, I ran out of room to put stuff. So if I go back to edit this, there's not gonna be any room. I guess I just have to take something off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questions so far? Anybody? Okay. If you don't know where to get your NERDs, go to the National Association of Realtors. Make sure you're listed right in there, and that's where you can find your NERDs number. That's the easiest way. If you, Debbie, I'm going to pick on you for a minute. What is your legal name?
Deborah Pauline Hill.
Okay. So on Debbie's license, her license was issued as Deborah Pauline Hill, but she goes by Debbie. So when you initially are getting your license, if you have a nickname or a other name, you need to make sure you are telling the state, I want to go by Debbie, not Deborah.
Wait.
If you don't do that at the time your license are being issued, you need to do a TREC form and pay $10 to use your nickname. I know Mickey had to do the same thing because Mickey's her nickname. Terry had to do the same thing. So I know we have 3 or 4 people. Tori, where's Tori? Tori's, did you change yours yet?
No, yeah, I thought it was a mistake when I transferred, so they were looking into it for me, but.
Okay. Because like Tori, her name is Victoria, but she goes by Tori and advertises as Tori. All right, does anybody have any questions so far? We're going to take about a 5-minute break. I need to rest my voice for a minute. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to let Mickey come up, and we're going to talk about Sky Slope, and then we're going to go back into some other stuff in about 5 minutes. So take a quick break. Vicki,
This mine.
you want to bring your computer up?
I
Are you
can
using
do it
mine?
on yours.
Okay.